Hello future engineers, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're still new to my channel and you like what I'm doing, please don't forget to share my videos to your friends and to your friends' friends. To your younger brothers and sisters who would want to take up engineering in the future, and to your relatives. That's one way you can keep me going, inspired and refreshed. Now, if you find my videos interesting and important to your studies, also please don't forget to subscribe. Hello future engineers, here is another video in structural analysis, particularly in computing deflections by area moment method. If you want to anticipate the solution, you may do so by pausing the video. That should be your attitude. So by area moment method, determine the deflection at B, the deflection at C, and the value of theta B's. So for this case, because B is a hinge, the slope just to the left and just to the right will be different. The material properties E 200 gigapascals and moment of inertia 450 times 10 to the 6 mm to the fourth. Since there is an interhinge and the moment of inertia here is 4/3 of I, here it's I, that's the value of I, we can have two moment centers to choose from. We can also have one, and it is at B, because there are two segments of the beam, AB and BD. So I opt to have two moment centers, one at C and the other at A here. So, but you can also have two different moment centers if you want. You can also have one moment center which is at B if you want, as long as the answers are the same. So, because 50 is at the center of BD, naturally, the reaction at B just to the right would be half of 50, 25, and as well as at D, as shown in the figure. So by action-reaction principle, just to the left, we have 25 kilonewtons to be transmitted. And therefore, the moment diagram by parts can now be drawn. So as I said, we have C here, 25 times 375, 25 times 375 over EI, while 25 times 6 is 150 divided by 4/3, so that would be 100. So this is 25 times 3, 75 over EI, and this 25 here times 6, I choose A as another moment center, is 150 divided by 4/3, so 112.5 over EI as shown in the figure. And this is a negative area. So uh, so EI theta AB left is area between A and B, and this is 1/2 of 6 times 100, negative 112.5. So EI theta AB left is negative 337.5. It means that from the tangent at A to the tangent at B left, the rotation is clockwise. So EI is, the value of EI is 200,000 times 10 to the 6 kilopascals times 450 times 10 to the 6 mm to the 4 divided by 1000 mm per meter raised to 4. So that would be in kilonewton meter square, and that is 90,000 kilonewton meter square. So because A is fixed, the tangent at A is horizontal as shown. This is the elastic curve. And the tangent at B left would be as shown. That's why from the tangent at A to the tangent at B left, the rotation is clockwise because this is negative. So that is theta AB left. But we are looking for theta B left because the one tangent is horizontal, automatic. If we draw a horizontal line here, this is theta B left, which is equal to theta AB left, because that's the horizontal, this is also the horizontal. So theta AB left is indeed negative because from the horizontal line to the tangent at B left, it is clockwise. So therefore, theta B left is equal to negative 337.5 divided by 90,000, and that is in radians, negative 3.75 times 10 to the negative 3 radians. So there's no need to put radians there, it is understood radians. Then for the deflection at B, this is deviation of B relative to the tangent at A. So call that deviation of B left or deviation of B left or B right. The deflection or the deviation is the same relative to the tangent at A. Because the tangent at A is horizontal again, from the figure, obviously, this is also delta B. So EI division of B relative to the tangent at A is simply EI delta B, and this is equal to the moment of area between A and B with respect to B left. So the area was computed and it was negative 37.5 over EI. All you have to do is multiply it by the moment arm, the centroid here to here. The distance is 2/3 of 6, so 4 meters. So negative 337.5 times 4, and that is negative 1,350 divided by EI, and EI is 90,000, so that would be in meter. We convert meter to mm, so we multiply further by 1,000. So we simply divide negative 1,350 divided by 90, so that automatically the unit of delta B is mm. So negative 1,350 over 90, and that is equal to negative 15 mm. Obviously, it is negative below the horizontal axis of the beam. Next, for delta C and theta B's, we first compute deviation of B right relative to the tangent at D. So EI division of B right relative to the tangent at D is simply the moment of area between B and D with respect to B right, with respect to B. So luckily the area is symmetric triangle, and the distance of the centroid, which is here from B, is 3 meters. So the area is 1/2 of 6 times 75, and the moment arm is 3. So this is positive, and because it is positive, it means that B right or B is above the reference tangent at D as shown in the figure. So this is deviation of B right relative to D. From there, we can now compute theta D, and this tangent sloping up to the right is positive, or the other way, you draw horizontal line. From the horizontal line to the tangent, the rotation is counterclockwise. Counterclockwise rotation is positive. So this is theta D, and this is also theta D. So theta D is 1,350 division of B relative to D plus division of B left relative to A. 1,350 treated positive because theta D is positive as explained earlier, counterclockwise rotation, and that is positive slope, of course. So this opposite here divided by 6 is theta D. Tangent theta D is opposite over 6, but tangent theta D is equal to theta D itself by explanation, because angles or slopes in beams are very, very small, that their tangent is equal to the angle itself. So deviation of B left relative to A, 1,350 or delta B, plus 675, which is division of B right relative to D, all over 6, all over EI. So theta D is equal to 337.5 over EI. So dividing this by no need, that's theta D. Then let's compute deviation of let's compute theta B right D, the angle between the tangents at B just to the right, and theta D is simply this area here. So we remove this moment arm. So it is 1/2 of 6 times 75, and it is equal to 225 over EI. Since it is positive, it means that the tangent from B right to D, the rotation should be counterclockwise. That's positive counterclockwise rotation. Comparing with theta D, it is less than theta D. So therefore, the tangent at B right is above the horizontal, so that the angle between the tangent at B right and D would be closer and lesser than theta D as shown in the figure here. So this is theta B right D. And if you draw a horizontal line, this is from the horizontal line to the tangent at B right is counterclockwise. So that means the slope of the tangent at B right is positive. And reading it from the figure, theta B right is equal to theta D. Horizontal to the tangent at D is theta D minus theta B right. So it is positive. Theta B right is equal to positive theta D. So positive theta D 37.5 over EI minus theta B right 225 over EI. So theta B right is equal to 112.5 over EI divided by 90,000. So that would be in radians. Theta B right is equal to 1.25 times 10 to the negative 3 radians. Then finally, for delta C, let's compute this deviation of C relative to the tangent at D. It is positive because this is above the reference tangent at D as shown in the figure, that value there. That's deviation of C relative to D. Deviation of C relative to D. And this is simply moment of area between C and D with respect to C. And the area is 1/2 of 3 times 75. A moment arm is just 1/3 of 3, which is 1. So EI deviation of C relative to the tangent at D is 1/2 of 3 times 75 times 1. So deviation of C relative to A, which is positive as shown in the figure, is 112.5 over EI. The distance from the tangent at D to C is 3 times theta D as shown in the figure. And distance from C on the beam to point C on the elastic curve is delta C, and it is negative because it is below the horizontal axis of the beam. And reading it from the figure, it is negative of quantity absolute value of 3 theta D minus deviation of C relative to A. So delta C is negative of 3 times theta D minus deviation of C relative to D, which is 112.5 over EI. So deviation of C relative to D. So delta C is equal to negative 900 over EI. And again, the shortcut to computing delta C in mm is we just treat EI 90 instead of 90,000. Anyway, we still multiply by 1,000 to convert it to mm. So delta C is negative 900 over 90, and that is 10 mm, negative 10 mm. So that's it for this video.